And for more on this position by the U.S. President, Global Affairs Analyst Ibidola Ajayi joins me from Texas in the United States. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How significant is this relief program for undocumented migrants by the U.S. President?
It's massive, actually, because if you think about it, immigration is one of the hottest topics in any election year here in the United States. And it's something that the president has been trying to work with the Republicans on to pass sweeping immigration reform. So him issuing this executive order means a lot, especially to families that are regarded as mixed status. And what that means is basically a family where the spouse is a United States citizen and the other person is not. In this case, this really works in favor of all the partners of those U.S. citizens who came into the country without a legal path, which means they came in without a visa, so which is different from those that came in on a visa but overstayed. So this executive order affects those that came in without visas, who normally will have had to leave the country and then be barred for 10 years before they can come in whilst their status is being processed to becoming a legal permanent resident. So it is massive on all fronts.
We've seen key Republican figures speaking against this. We've also, former President Trump has also spoken against it. What are the potential challenges that this might face?
Oh, because it's an election year, this is a topic that former President Trump and the Republicans are hoping they can take into the elections. As you heard President Biden say earlier, he had been trying to work with the Republicans to pass sweeping immigration reforms. And based on a phone call from former President Trump, they rejected the bill that he's trying to get passed. So now it becomes an issue of who will this executive order favor. Now, progressives within the Democratic Party are very happy with this move because initially they had found at the earlier executive order that President Biden passed on June 4th, which is to shut down the border when for people that are seeking asylum when it gets to a certain number any particular day of the week. So, but this executive order appeals to the progressives within the party, so they're bound to support President Biden and rally their constituents to come behind and support him during the election. So he's basically playing to that part of his party just to make sure that he secures that base going into the elections in November.
Interesting you mentioned the earlier policy, which was to curb the record migrant arrivals at the U.S.-Mexico border. Some had said that, look, that was to appeal to some of the Republican base, and that this recent policy balances that. You mentioned that it appeals to the progressives. But is this a political move? What does this mean for President Biden, considering that immigration is a major election issue in the U.S.?
Well, no doubt about it. It's a political move. It's politically motivated. It wants to take away the thunder from the Republicans because their mantra has been that our borders are porous, and Trump has used this to great effect to appeal to those that believes that America has to be secured first before any other nationality are allowed to come in. So he's trying to basically balance those views and appeal to Republicans that are going to see his earlier executive order as some action to secure the border, and also its progressive base that will now see this as appealing to their own constituents. So it's a very well calculated move by President Biden, which he hopes will pay off big dividends come November.
We'll see how this plays out. Some have said there were challenges in court. We'll see how everything plays out. Thank you so much for your time, as always. Global Affairs Analyst Ibidola Ajayi.
Thank you for having me.
We're staying on immigration. Ecuador is temporarily suspending a visa waiver agreement with China